two other people found in the same condition. Like, I was the one to come forward, just like you. And that's the reason why he's not, able to do the shit he does now. But, I mean, the fucking victim blaming is fucking crazy.
Sorry, y'all. My Wi-Fi. Not even my Wi-Fi. I think it's my service now.
And to be, like, a woman, a black woman, like, and fucking reported 6 months later. I'm trying to tread lightly because I know this is an active case, but I had a rape kit done 2 days later. He just got arrested as the investigation was done. I'm so tired of people. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like.
I mean, it's you. I'm not gonna silence you. I'm sorry.
It's okay if you share. They're probably streaming. That's why, like,
this shit has been rough. It's been rough. I mean, every night I think about like what happened. Every night I have night terrors. More now than ever because these fucking people on TikTok. I mean, you're basically doing this shit to me all over again. You're fucking evil. Like, people are evil as fuck.
I get it. Like I say, I try not to speak on it, Rizzy, because, when Starry came out and I covered it, I didn't handle it the way I should have. Even though I didn't do things maliciously or with ill intent, I still can't really, that's why I'm trying my best to be as supportive as I can without saying too much, because I don't want to be the spokesman for this, the spokesperson for this, because I've made mistakes, on this app. I've made mistakes on this app, but I just want you to fight. I just want you to fight through it. I want you to. It's not gonna get easier anytime soon, but you're gonna push through it.
I mean, she went as far as trying to the demented state this woman is in. Like, I don't know. I don't know. There's no light in her. There's no light in her.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. It's it's almost done.
State's attorney was just like, you just need to take the week off and just chill, get help, self-care and stuff. But this bitch, I stayed alive just so that he can never do this to anybody again. But this bitch wants me to die. She really wants me to kill myself. And a whole bunch of people that are on this live and not on this live, but on TikTok, y'all are fucking letting it happen.
So it's not that they letting it happen, Rizzy. Is they can't stop it from happening, and people don't know that they don't know the truth. So people are only going with what they heard or what somebody else told them. And one thing you gotta understand is 100% of people are not gonna ever stand with you. It's not, and that's where your strength is gonna come in at, because you will never get 100% of people that's gonna stand with you. You're gonna get some people that don't believe it. You're gonna get some people that's gonna question it. You're gonna get some, and this is where your strength comes in. Because even if it's going to, trial or something like that, you're gonna have to deal with that even in that. This is your time to strengthen for when you do go and have to go before that stand. This right here, you can use it to let it break you, or you can let it make you.
And that is so true.
Ask a question.
I love tea time. I love tea time real bad, like real bad. But when I tell you, after that article was leaked, nobody knew this man's name, right? And the thing is, with him, or with the article, his name was on there, but I was never identified as the victim because they protect the victim. By her leaking it and, you know, putting my name in it, it now reveals who the victim is. So why you're talking about SA, I have no idea. This was on all the news channels in Chicago when it happened, and nobody knew who it was until Keyona and this little side of TikTok put my name on it, you know? And now people can look up my nickname and look up report, and you can see it. That's all you have to do. And my thing is, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is because we so often forget what people have done in the past and what they're capable of doing. The only reason why she slowed down and got caught is because Rose honestly stood on business and was able to see her in person and do this stuff. But majority of the time, it's like on, you know, the web, so it's really hard to prosecute. It's easier knowing that, like, I'm a resident of Georgia and stuff, but still it's on the internet, and so the law is still nuanced in that way. But welcoming people like this back into spaces where you have people that are actually dealing with, like, current situations, and it's just like she didn't just do that, like, you know? And even now, like, she's like, I would say something and she's like, aren't you trying to unalive yourself right now? Like, why are you talking? Like, as I'm actively trying to get better and do what I need to do so that I can continue to live. But there's just people in life that you just can't, I don't know, at least for me, I can't come back from, like, you can't come, like, back into, like, you know, for me, I would rather what HB and the most diabolical shit she's done to me, especially with the whole lying about what I talked to her about in terms of, like, him and all that stuff. Like, she knows she lied. She knows. And she laughs at it too, but it's not funny. It's not funny. But my thing is, I would be more giving of grace to her than I would be of somebody like Keyona, because she is like, first of all, she told me early on that this app literally has, like, made her, like, the way she is. Like, she wasn't like this before, but then and I don't want to tell her business. I mean, I did before, and she told my business too, but, like, I want to respect her enough not to, like, talk about her too much on this. But there's just reasons why I would go with HB more than I would ever go with Keyona. And additionally, HB will say stuff, and, like, she'll say stuff to your face and say what she's doing to your face. And she's very intentional about what she's doing. And if you don't know you're getting played, then you're the issue, because she says she has no friends. Keyona and them streaming you. I know they would. I knew they would. She lied on you, and you have been lying. She lied on you, and you have been lying to you, girl. You are a glutton for punishment, bottom line. Yeah, so I'm not a glutton for punishment. I'm just more accepting of, like, grace. Like, I was looking back on the videos, like, from, like, September of last year, and Bray was, like, literally doing the most. Like, I was going to send it to him, but then it was a 14-minute clip. going off on me. But we've we've literally made our way like to a different place, because we're always around each other. But there are certain people I just can't mess with anymore, especially if you leak my article, especially if like people now know his name. So for the longest time, I know one is not better than the other. I know they're both. I know. But in terms of like me being in one person's place, like space, I can't even be in her. Like if she's in a box, I can't even be in that live much long, you know. Whereas like HB, I could, you know. But yeah, like even like with when the article was leaked, people started to have his name on troll accounts and troll me. And one time, I remember one time, Manny literally went up. It was on his panel, and I was on a like a page where like it wasn't Sincerely Naija. It was more of like one of those troll accounts that you can't really see, or you don't troll from that. You just watch, you know. So nobody knows you're in there. And so I'm just like watching, and I hear Manny say, "Welcome up, Glenn Washington." And I look over and I'm like crying, and I rush to my like my actual page, and I'm like, Manny, why like stop, make it stop. And people laughed at me for that, like, but that was like a real trauma response, because like saying like somebody's name, that just became like, whew, you know, for me, like, he's here, he's back again, you know. Okay. Yeah. So it just became like, you know, and then for people to comment and put in the comments like as like Reezy's therapist, or as like the perpetrator's name, like, how are you doing, Reezy? Like, you know, what's going on? And all that stuff. And then they would, you know, go back and say, I don't know if that was a real scream. I don't know. And I'm just like, y'all, y'all know I almost died. Like, I almost died. And y'all will laugh until something actually happens. I don't mess with Slim at all. I really don't mess with Slim at all. But this man was so right when he was like, and I'm not even gonna hold you, when he was like, somebody, it feels like something has, like, in order for somebody to take, or for Messy Talk to take somebody seriously, something has to happen to that magnitude for TikTok to take something seriously. And I'm like, yo, like, I don't think you understand, like, some real shit has happened in the past. And yeah, I know my worth. I now know I matter and all that stuff, and I'm growing in that tough skin. You know, knowing that these people are just like pariahs, but even still, like, I'm able to continue like living and, you know, doing better, and not being so open about my like, you know, what's going on with me in my life and what I'm doing right now, because it's a privilege to have access to that part of my life. And I think giving this side of the internet that much exposure gave way too much room for people to just do whatever the hell they want. And that's not okay. Because I came here unassuming, like, hey, you know, I couldn't identify, and I couldn't, giving this side of the internet that much exposure gave way too much room for people to just do whatever the hell they want. And that's not okay. Because I came here unassuming, like, hey, you know, I couldn't identify, and I couldn't, not identify, but people in my real life, they didn't know what to do with me because of what happened. Yeah. But them, what they, when it happened, people either didn't know what happened, or they did know, and they didn't know how to handle or dress me or any of that stuff. They were walking on eggshells. So I came to TikTok, and I realized I could be myself here, and nobody really has to know what happened, even though I did trauma it up a bunch of times, because it just happened, and I didn't know how to really process my wound, because it was my therapist, and hell, I ain't going back to therapy right then and there. So I mean, I made my mistakes, and I'm accountable for them. But just because I did that does not mean it just there has to be some humanity. Jesus, there has to be some humanity. You can't, even as Black women, as Black women, we go through so much, and yet we are so mean to each other. I don't understand older Black women. I'll never understand them on this app, not in my real life, on this app, because they're just I don't know, they're demented. I don't get it. With Mocha saying if Nietzsche knew about my SA, then it would stop being funny and stuff. I'm what the heck? Why would you even say that? Why would that even be a thought of yours? At your age. Then she's I want the best for you. No, you don't. You don't. You think this is a game. And unfortunately, it isn't a game. And so I've drawn back on, being more personal on this app and stuff. But yeah, going back to Keyona, and people like her, I don't understand how y'all allow her in your spaces after she's called the police. I mean, she literally called the police on Braid. And I was really scared for him that night. She really did a lot of crazy stuff. She was gonna come back. I thought it was part of her thing. She couldn't come back, but she's still here, and I'm just bro, go away. You have kids. You tokenize your special needs child when you want to, even though you mock my disability, and you drag it to the floor, talking about how my leg. You're just an evil woman, man. I can't believe I've ever even met you. But anyways, that's my TED Talks for the day. I just felt I needed to just air that out. I caught 2 catfishes yesterday. I'm really excited about that. I want to go fishing later on. It is only 3:51 over here, so it's about to be 4. But yeah, y'all, I'm about to go to the streets and be messy, because that's what I am. Thanks for letting me open up and share. And I really appreciate y'all for listening in. I thought I'll be kind of speaking to the abyss. Yeah, I thought I'll be speaking to the abyss, but thanks for supporting, and thanks for the love. Drama-filled lives only. Uncle Sneaky Link, I'll try. I'll start with you, okay? Because your time is ticking. What are you gonna do for the rest of your life? Because it's ticking, bud. I shall wear a crown. Are you gonna wear a crown, Uncle Sneaky Link? Because, child, yeah, I know you're croaking. As soon as it's over. Anyways, y'all, enjoy your Sunday. I'm gonna be messy on the streets. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just do pottery or something. Hell.